You said it's being done to divide us. Okay, by who? Who's doing it?
Well, who benefits and profits off our bickering and our division? It's
Who?
just like follow the money.
I feel like the people that are in control of what hip hop does is so white and so Jewish as running these record labels. You know, they're in the powerful positions to dictate what the black community hears and listens to. Like, there's no fucking way that you can tell me that it's not a conspiracy against the blacks in hip hop, because you put out records that make us look stupid. You make us look dumb. You brainwash a generation. You brainwash a generation. Brainwash a generation.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the elect. 144,000. Pushing his truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth, Lord willing, we be at that number. It's your brother Tabari Yakwina coming at you with a quick lesson in Lord willing instead of edifying to an elect member out there. The spirit is on, this music stuff, man. As you'll see or have seen, it's no secret that the powers that be, those small hatters, have basically run everything in Hollywood, the music industry, pretty much everything. They use music as a weapon. And the weapon is primarily pointed toward the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, the Native Americans, or the Native Indians. Okay. To continue to oppress and to push down on their captives. This is their kingdom. And we are in a captivity. All right. Let me see if I can grab something real quick. This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother. Now, Edom is the nation of the so-called white people. Okay, they're not white, they're red, transparent, translucent. Their blood shows forth through their skin, giving them a red hue. Okay, a red color, tint, different shades of red. Okay, so the Lord is saying here, hey, he knows he's not going to cast away any of the punishment that's going to be set forth toward Esau, Edom, man, that nation. And it's going to go into why. It says, continuing on Amos 1 and 11, because he did pursue his brother. Who was his brother? Jacob. Okay, the progenitor of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Indians. Okay, the Israelites, the chosen seed. Okay, in Jacob shall thy seed be called. All right. It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword comes in a variety. Sword is just violence, man. Okay. Esau, Edom was blessed with the sword. That's one of his blessings the dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth, and he got all of this. He got this kingdom by way of violence, man, and continues to rule this kingdom through violence. You know, through and that violence can come in many ways, not just carnally, you know, with the sword, you know, which means, you know, like the Esau Edom loves the gun. He loves. He's a cunning hunter, as the scriptures say. He loves blood, since thou didst not like blood. This is very roughly praising, very roughly paraphrasing. Basically, since he didn't cast off blood or turn away from blood, blood shall pursue him. That's what the scriptures say. Roughly paraphrasing, it says, so that sword comes in a variety of manners, one of which we're talking about, that music, man. The music is crazy, man. You know, and it's just gotten worse and worse. I mean, I'm a little older. I'm one of the older, you know, brothers in the camp. And I can remember a time when music was had a vibration that was warm and smooth. You know, it wasn't rigid, man. Right now, all the music is being pushed through the box. You know, if you work in music, I used to work in music a little bit. The box is basically the computer, man. They're pushing all the music through, they're creating all the music through primarily the box, the computer. You know, you got these loops. There was a DAW called digital audio workstation called Fruity Loops, and when that hit the scene, you know, Jake was just going crazy, just making loop-based music, man. And that was kind of the advent of trap music. I heard Apostle Tahar go into, you know, how trap music is not just talking about. This is some time ago. He was saying how trap music is not just talking about drugs and guns, but it's talking the actual music is trapping your mind, man. Now, I got an article, or not an article, but I got like a couple paragraphs from this book called Music, the Brain, and Ecstasy by Robert Jourdain. And he's going to go into that, but I'm going to finish this up here. It says, so the sword can come in a variety of manners. We're talking specifically right now about, you know, the sword coming in the form of entertainment and music, more specifically, man. Apostle Ramlab did a lesson on frequency, and you know, this is something that I feel like is well overdue, but hey, the Spirit moves the way the Spirit moves. It says, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. You know, so Esau Edom cast off all pity. He may smile in your face, but he don't give a damn. He wants that birthright back. It's in him. He's programmed that way. And he's programmed essentially to be destroyed in the end, okay? And to go into captivity. All right, this is the Lord's movie, as we always say. And it says, and he kept his wrath forever. You know? Why did he keep his wrath forever? Because he was made that way. He was made to be a covetous, bloodthirsty, disobedient, wicked vessel. And that's what he does, man. He does wickedness upon the earth, man. All right. So I'm going to this. This is on page 154 of Music, the Brain, and Ecstasy. It says Rhythm Wars on the. This is in the. What's this? This is in the Rhythm Wars. It's actually called Rhythm Wars. But it starts out Rhythm Wars. On one side, devotees of meter protest that art music is missing an entire dimension, robbing the listener of a kind of rhythmic pleasure that has for many become music mainstay. So this is talking about how basically a loop-based music, how music is kind of like brings people together because everybody knows what to expect. Here comes the chorus. Let's all sing the chorus. Okay, now here's, modern day music follows a certain formula. You got a couple of bars and you throw in a chorus, couple more bars, throw in a chorus, a bridge, bars, and then you ride out on a chorus or whatever. It's very formulaic, but it's become so formulaic that Esau Edom, he uses, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. One of Satan's devices being this music. He's using it to trap the minds and control and steer the masses, man, particularly the Israelites, into destruction and degeneration, man, basically. Corruption, wickedness, certain frequencies. You listen to Apostle Ramlab's lesson, put you in that state of mind of a low vibration, put you in a depressed state, can trigger you to do wickedness. Okay, coupled with the food and how they taint the water and the clothing and everything around you, it's just this devil never stops, man. So hey, we got to push. But it says, continuing on, it's basically talking about, so it's basically going to go into two thoughts of thinking of music. Basically, the classical mindset, meaning particularly talking about classical music, okay, where you got this big palette, artsy palette, and nothing really kind of repeats itself, okay? But then you go into the more common music industry type music where, it's formulaic. But I'm going to continue on. It says, on the other side, devotees of classical music complain that the obsession with beat trivializes everything it touches, appealing to our lowest instincts like greasy food. And so basically talking about how this music is like junk food, which it has gone. It was junk food when I was coming up, but now it is just complete trash, man. It's like, now laters and bubble gum. It's just straight up candy. If that. It says where one side sees musical opportunity in metrical patterns, the other finds an idiot's metronome. So the classical guys think that it's just it's just loop bass. It's just basically somebody just tapping their foot on this type of music nowadays is just somebody just tapping their foot on the floor compared to how classical music is, man. But there's the music people of today, or basically like the time when I was coming